It's a very common problem. A lot of these Wall Street firms did not always file papers with the local registrar of deeds. It's called an assignment of mortgage, and it makes clear who the mortgage holder is. And a lot of times they didn't file these papers properly, so many people, when they try to modify their mortgage or refinance or whatever, they run into all kinds of problems because they can't figure out, the title companies, they want to know who has the mortgage, who are we paying off, how are they going to get a payoff figure if you can't even figure out who owns the mortgage?
And it just goes on and on and on, and instead of more transparency, it looks like we're getting less. Well, I guess we're going to see more in this series, or are you done writing about Goldman Sachs for now?
We got a lot of leads in response to this series. We'll see if any of them turn fruitful. But I'm trying to find. I'm following a number of them right now, trying to see where they go. We'll see if we can gin up some good follow stories.
Okay, Greg Gordon with McClatchy Newspapers, award-winning investigative journalist, and I mean award-winning, breaking so many important seminal news stories. Thank you so much for spending time with us. We've been honored.
Same here. Thank you very much, Alex.
Thank you. Take care. There he goes. I'm going to take some final calls here at the end of the show and get into the shooting news. They're still chasing the guy around in Florida. We've got his name. It's up on InfoWars and Prison Planet. Reportedly blasted 8 people. You've got this, which is guaranteed to be a Prozac head psychiatrist at Fort Hood. They're trying to spin into terrorism. It could be that, could be a staged event. We'll find out later, as Bob Chapman said. It is too early right now for me to sit here and tell you that I have any idea what's going on. I'll tell you this, it stinks to high heaven. My nose is rarely wrong. And it's telling me that this stinks bad. And if we keep seeing more shootings and they turn out to be on drugs or turn out to be Army psychiatrists, or it just very, very suspicious right now. And we are looking at that in detail. Meanwhile, we've got distractions in and around this story. The big talk on the fake conservative stations, they don't want to talk about the global carbon tax treaty. They don't want to talk about all the really serious issues, or how the Republicans are in bed with Goldman Sachs and J.P. Morgan and the private Federal Reserve just as much as Obama. No, they're all, we're the conservatives. We'll be back in power in the next year and a half in Congress, and we'll fix it all. Yeah, let's see if that happens when they get in. Just like we'll see if it happens when Obama got in. And then when I'm attacking the Republican Congress in a year and a half when they get control of the House, which they're probably going to do, I'll be called a commie again. I'm being called a right-wing extremist right now because I don't like the political whore that reads off a teleprompter who's Barack Obama. No, I'm a constitutionalist. I'm a truth teller. I'm somebody that just tells the truth, lets the chips fall where they may. We make a mistake, we admit it. We're right, we trumpet it. We're here. You can judge us by our track record, by the fruits of what we produce, what we create, what we do. But this indignation of the citizenry, getting mad, having their political angers dissipated like a steam valve on ridiculous crap. Obama's giving a speech yesterday. They load his teleprompter. I've gone and pulled the video up with prepared remarks. He reads off the I'm not defending Obama, but I'm not going to spend all day on some puppet and ask the listeners, what do you think of Obama not caring about the troops? What do you think of Obama being disrespectful to him? That's a mind game the media is playing with you. This guy gets up there, reads off a teleprompter, says, our hearts go out to everybody who was hurt. After he thanks the Congressional Medal of Honor winner and thanks the people that are there, 2 minutes in, he talks about the shooting as if he's the president, as if he's running anything. It's all about it's Obama, and everything stops with Obama, and Obama really runs things. That way, in 3 to 7 years, whenever he leaves office, whether he's 1 term or 2, it can all be blamed on him. And then we'll get another fake right-winger. And then in 4 to 8 years, it can all be blamed on him again. And then we'll get another Democrat. And then we can build them up and tear them down and make it all about how they're making the decision. Obama's making the decision on whether to increase troops in Afghanistan. They've already sent in 2 groups of troops. They've increased it right at 40,000 more. But they make it all about a debate. Will there be more after that? And what decision will he make? Will he make the right decision? It's just all a big theater game. No doubt about it. It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Did the media make a big deal about it when Obama's controllers 6 months ago wanted to make veterans pay for their own medical care? No. Because the establishment doesn't care about the veterans. They're scared of the veterans. They don't like you. They use fake patriotism to control you. That's why they're banning a lot of veterans from owning guns. Are veterans with guns dangerous? You bet they are. Some are dangerous to criminals. Some are dangerous to their wives and kids. That's just the way it is to be an empire with a bunch of trained killers coming back and living amongst us. You don't take my guns because a bunch of trained killers may go crazy at any minute. And you sure don't blame the whole military because a small percentage of them are going to go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and fly over the cuckoo nest. That's why I've got my guns. Some crazy vet goes running around trying to shoot a bunch of people. I'm going to go out and deal with them. It's not because I'm macho or tough, folks. It's what you're supposed to do. I don't know how they turned this country into a bunch of cowards and how it's amazing that this female cop went and shot this reported lunatic 4 times, didn't kill him. They said he killed him for 6 hours, and they're all marveling that a cop would just run in and shoot somebody. What do you think cops did 20, 30 years ago? They didn't need all the gear and all the crap. But a woman is now tougher than the average cop. And I just don't even know what to say about it anymore. It makes my head spin that at every other major shooting, 2, 3, 4 hours, they make the cops wait while the shooter runs around killing everybody. I guess the feds give that order so the kill rate's higher. Maybe the cops aren't cowards. I don't know.